Professor Lakshman R. Bhattawala, founder and president of the Institute of Chartered Professional Managers of Sri Lanka, Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, chairman of the Best Management Practices Company Awards Committee 2024, members of the council, the organizing committee, distinguished invitees, and ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for the opportunity to share with you this afternoon. And I'd like to structure my thoughts around three areas. The first is in terms of the process and the expectations. This is from an applicant's point of view. I was told this is an experience sharing, so I'd like to let you know what my experience was like. The journey and the value that we received, the recognition, I'll touch on that next. And finally, some tips around how you too can submit your submission for this year. So in my role as the head of marketing at 99X, every couple of weeks, I get some random email that tells we have won an award. Now, I don't know whether you all experience it, but we have selected and we have found you to be in the top 10. We have found you to have won this, best in this region, best in this industry, whatever. Now, that's an award I didn't apply for. I don't know who's awarding it, and I don't know the criteria on which we were judged, how it was evaluated, nothing at all. Typically, for about $2,000, you can go and claim it. And I'm here to tell you that's not, I repeat, not what the best management practices awards was and our experience of it last year. So the rules were very clear. The whole process, what was expected, the guidelines, the method of evaluation, who was doing it, how it will be done. So all of that was very clearly given. And I think that matters when it's any form of recognition. Right? It can't be something that happens just out of random, just like that. So the very fact that we are here today is evidence of that structure and that orderliness which is part of these awards. Moving from there to the online presentation where we were again evaluated, that was also done very professionally. And if I remember, it started pretty much on time, something normally that doesn't happen when we have back-to-back evaluations scheduled, so which again for me was quite professional. So with that, I'll move up to the next part, our journey and the recognition that we received as a company. Right? So if you take ROE, and I call that return on effort, right? This is a very efficient award. Okay? As a company, we apply for different awards, including exporter awards, other national level awards, and some of those are a month's work, maybe more. But the CPM Best Management Practices Awards is about 2,000 word submission and quite easily done compared to any of those. So the return on the effort that you put in is really high, right? And to the extent of where you have the sector awards as well. So certainly you have something to aim for and benefit for that effort that you put in. When we were made aware that we were in the top 5, I was quite pleased. And the first thing that I did was I wanted to check if any other IT companies were there. And there weren't any, so which was good. And from there, it was a case of preparing for the sharing at the event as well, which was quite good. It was a good opportunity and a good experience, certainly for me. And definitely at the event, to be recognized as the overall gold winner was something that we were quite proud about as a company. And just to give you a sense of why, When it came to last year, we had so much going on, right? I mean, you know that. And in that light, a lot of people put in so much effort in building our company and going to different geographies, all of that. And for each of them, this was again an endorsement or a means of recognition. So that was quite positive. So with that, I'll go to the third part, which is some tips about how you will prepare or what to submit. Just some tips. I think for most of you, this will be the most interesting part of it, I believe. So the first is, don't try to cover a lot of ground. Take one specific area or initiative that gave good results and stick to that and try to elaborate as much as you can on that particular area. I'm sure later on there'll be a session on the guidelines, but I'm just telling you, don't try to take something where after a while 2,000 words won't be enough for you to do justice to it. There'll be too much ground to cover. You can't even then present it convincingly in the time that you have. So be very focused. That's the first. Don't just take the first topic that comes to your mind. Maybe have about 2 or 3 topics. See which of those you can really quantify to bring about the results, benefits, all of that, and then pick that one. So that's again a tip. The second is, see whether you can quantify the benefits clearly. So in that, look at what were the immediate returns, look at what are more like the lifetime returns from that, across all the different stakeholders. If you do that, you'll be able to tabulate a really good list of all the benefits that came about. And when the judges evaluate your submission, that will be quite convincing rather than some vague statements about what you did. The third part is about timing, right? In terms of the time that you take, I think you have to really do some rehearsal to make sure that you don't go over time, right? And that's something which I did focus on. So you have to rehearse at least a couple of times, because otherwise you'll have so much of material, but midway through, I'm sure you'll have to rush it in order to cover all that is needed. So with that, I'd like to just close by saying, yes, as I shared at the start, there is recognition. It is from some credible entity that you are receiving this. There is a clear structure as to how you will be evaluated. In all of that, I encourage you that it's good to put your best effort for the 2024 BPM as well. All the very best. Thank you.